Hello guys, welcome back to Ship Tribe. So my name's Lance Pai and we're going to be focusing on the second part of what we call Qi breathing or embryonic breathing. So this is a slightly different breathing exercise. We're going to change the breathing from abdominal breathing into reverse breathing. So how your reverse breathing does or happens is when you breathe in, instead of expanding the belly, we're going to actually pull the belly button in towards the spine on the in breath. So just try that for a moment. Just breathe out, come to a neutral position, and then as you breathe in, suck the belly button in towards the spine. You'll notice that the chest will expand. In abdominal breathing, we develop the lower part of the lungs, and this one we're actually developing or exercising the upper part of the lungs. So as you breathe in, draw the belly button in, and lightly contract on the perineum muscles on the in-breath. On the out-breath, we relax the pelvic floor muscles and we relax the belly outwards. So we breathe in, drawing the belly button in, lightly contracting the pelvic floor muscles. And as you breathe out, you relax, the belly will expand. It's as if you're creating more space in the lower dantian or the lower abdominal cavity. Breathing in. And we want to kind of get that into a rhythm or into a flow so that we don't have to focus on the physical dynamics of the reverse breathing. Smile, and with the out-breath, make sure you're constantly relaxing the body. It's very easy to become tense with this particular breathing method because it's not a natural or normal way of breathing, although it can become natural with practice. Now what we're going to visualize while we get into that, or while we carry on with that breathing technique, on the in-breath, we're going to imagine that we're drawing Qi in, almost like there's a soccer ball of energy around the head. And on the in-breath, we're going to draw the Qi in and condense it into a little Qi ball about the size of a bouncing ball or a ping pong ball. Then as we breathe out and we relax the belly button outwards and we relax the pelvic floor muscles, we're going to imagine that we're very gently drawing that Qi ball, mentally swallowing it down into the lower belly. Then on the in-breath, we're going to condense the Qi, just leaving that Qi ball over there. We're going to condense the Qi into the upper dantian on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, mentally swallow it. Follow it every step of the way. See if you can feel like you're actually swallowing a Qi ball of energy down into the lower abdomen or the lower dantian. As you breathe in, draw the belly button in, the chest will expand, and you're magnetically drawing the Qi into the heart of the upper dantian. On the out breath, you relax the belly and allow the Qi ball to be drawn or sucked downwards. As we breathe in, condensing the Qi, and then mentally swallowing it as we relax the belly, drawing it downwards. So you can use the hands to help you focus as you breathe in. Let the lower hand support the lower dantian as you breathe in, condensing the Qi into a Qi ball in the center of the brain. And then on the out breath, mentally swallowing that Qi ball down. Let your smile grow as it sinks into the lower dantian. If you want, you don't have to use the hands. You can carry on breathing on the in-breath. We're drawing Qi powerfully into the heart of the upper dantian in the head. And as we breathe out, we relax the pelvic floor muscles, we relax the belly button outwards away from the spine, and we gently draw the Qi ball down through the center line or through the neck, through the middle dantian and down into the lower belly. In the beginning you may not grasp it, but as you do it for longer and longer, the visualization becomes more lucid, more real, and you get into a flow because the Qi begins to then move with the visualization. Remember, on the out breath, completely relax as you mentally swallow the Qi ball, adding the Qi to the last Qi ball that you left in the lower dantian. As we breathe in, we draw more Qi in. As you breathe out, mentally swallow that Qi ball down into the abdomen, leaving it there to burn and to blaze as you breathe in, drawing more Qi into the upper dantian, and mentally swallowing it down. After doing this for a few weeks, you will actually begin to feel the center of the brain. You'll feel the Qi condensing there. Sometimes people feel it immediately, sometimes it takes a week or two, but once you get the feeling, it becomes very, very easy to do. And then when you're ready, just relax, go into a normal breathing mode. Keep your mind, let it rest in the lower dantian. It's as if the heart and the head and the heart becomes empty and the belly becomes full, leaving the Qi there. By resting the mind there, the Qi will flow there and it will begin to store or charge the lower dantian. In the beginning, it's really, really good to practice these breathing exercises for as long as you can possibly handle it. So at the end of this exercise, we always want to bring the Qi back into the lower dantian to store the Qi. If there's any excess Qi, the dantian will naturally release it into different parts of the body that need to be nourished with Qi. And so what we do is we just relax our breathing. We don't focus on anything other than the lower dantian. And we maybe just visualize the Qi slowly spiraling around the navel from big to smaller, very much like when you pull the plug out the bath and you watch the water spiral into the plug as it drains out of the bath. We allow our Qi to drain from the exercise into the lower dantian. And then come to a place where you just sit very silently and very still for at least 20 seconds just to help integrate the Qi and allow it to soak into the cells and into the bone and bone marrow and into the DNA and get stored. Anyway, thank you for following on this series. We're going to carry on with another exercise just to complete the full series on Qi breathing or what we often call embryonic breathing. So if you don't have time for a long, enjoy your day. If you do, just click on the link below.